Well, it has been a day for sure. Started off slow. Well, it's been slow all day. Um, Caught several so far. Wish I'd filmed them, but I want to listen to my music. And if you listen to music and then you can't post it on YouTube because then you get a copyright violation. So, um, I guess you could edit the sound and turn it off. I don't know, but I don't know how to do that. But anyway, I'm out here on just a private pond that it's probably about I'd say probably 70-acre farm. I mean 70-acre pond, and I've been out here on it all day since about 8 this morning. And man, they have bit on everything. I have thrown everything from a chatterbait to a square bill to a fluke. Um, hadn't hit anything top water today. Um, they they are definitely active. They're chasing bait, but just not on top of the water. So anyway, my name's Mike. My channel is Muddy River Fishing, and my wife is going to have a channel. Hers is going to be Short Girl Fishing. Um, yeah, so I'm just going to fish for a little while longer, and maybe we can get some of this on the GoPro. I'm going to go back into a little cove where I had some success this morning. Caught a couple of small ones. Hadn't caught anything over about a pound and a half, 2 pounds max. I'd like to get a good one. I'd like to get at least a 3.5, 4 pounder today. But it is 2 o'clock now, and just don't know if it's gonna happen. So let's just fish, huh? Right now I'm throwing a square bill. Had some good success on it earlier. It's a real shallow running square bill. It's a KVD 1.5. I like the way it rolls. I've been using 6 cents, and it's really great. Caught a lot of fish on it, but it seems to grab more trash and grass, I guess, because it dives deeper probably than this KVD. The KVD feels like it's just a little bit, I'll show you what I'm talking about. It feels like it's just a little bit faster in the water. Probably not as much wobble, it doesn't feel like, but it feels like it's a little bit faster. And so it pulls through the cover pretty good and bounces off cover. The sticks and stuff doesn't tend to get hung up. But I do love the 6 cents baits. Man, the paint jobs on them are phenomenal, and I've caught a lot of fish on them. It just hasn't. I caught 2 today on a 6 cents Spanish Pearl 50X crush. Back in some timber. Probably wasn't but about 1.5 2 foot of water, and they definitely like that. I was back in a hole earlier this morning. We never fish the other side of this pond. It comes in like it's kind of shaped like a T. It comes in real wide, and then it branches off both sides and goes into a T, and then kind of sweeps back around. It doesn't connect itself. It dead ends on both sides. But I was back in a hole we normally don't fish in, and there was a little small, probably a 3.5, 4 foot alligator wanting to play catch with my frog, and he was just aggravating. So I didn't fish that spot anymore. Plus, I didn't have any. I had one little bite over there, and I think it was a daggone crappie, to be honest with you, because it grabbed a hold of the jig, but it just couldn't hang on, and it bit it in the same place 2 or 3 times. So it was a fish that was just sitting there, I'm sure. It's kind of windy today. I hate that I'm having to use this trolling motor so much, but it's kind of blowing me around, and to get where I want to be, been having to use it quite a bit. This GoPro filming and stuff, I'm gonna post it onto YouTube, but I'm no professional by no means. I'm not a professional fisherman. I'm not a professional filmer. This content is strictly for fun. Maybe somebody will get some enjoyment out of watching it. Hopefully I can inspire someone else to fish. Me and my wife, we used to ride a Harley. That was my passion, other than music. I'm a musician, been playing guitar for about 30 years. And my passion is music. And my second passion was riding a Harley around the country. And that was a lot of fun, man. We met a lot of people. We really met a lot of good people on the bike. Bikers are just another breed. But anyway, last fall, probably around October, my wife said, what do you think about getting some kayaks? Because we live on the Alabama River. We live on the Alabama River between Miller's Ferry and the Edmund Prentice Bridge in Selma. And she said, what do you think about getting some kayaks? And I said, no. Never thought that would be my thing, man. My dad owned a bass boat, and when I was younger, not little, but younger, and took me fishing a lot. Him and my uncle took me fishing. I grew up in East Tennessee and grew up around fishing Douglas and Fort Loudon Dam and Fort Loudon Lake and up in Dandridge and Strawberry Plains, around in there, fishing around in there. Lake coming down into Alabama, Lake Weiss or Lake Weiss, however you say it. They always said Weiss. I think people down here say Weiss. Not sure. But anyway, back to it. She said, let's get some kayaks. And I said, you know what? Okay. So we got a Lifetime tandem kayak. I forget the model of it, but we got out and got on the river one day, and it took about 20 minutes for me to realize that I was hooked on something new. And then we, just got us we didn't have any fishing gear. We didn't have anything, even though we lived on the river, we just didn't have anything because we rode the bike most of the time. We didn't fish. And so we got us some Zebco 33s, and man, they served a purpose. We got out there and just had a ball, and then I realized pretty quickly that there's a reason they call tandem kayaks divorce boats. No, in all seriousness, we just wanted a little more room to ourselves, so I got her a boat, a little Lifetime boat, and fixed it up, put some stadium seats on it, fixed them up for fishing, and put some rod holders on them and paddle holders and all the good jive, watching all the YouTube videos and watching the fishermen do their thing, and aspiring to be one, And so we got, I got hooked. She was hooked on the water. I was hooked on fishing. and she enjoys fishing, and she usually outfishes me. And she usually fishes a Texas rig worm. Oh, I think we got us one. Yes, sir. Oh my goodness. He seemed like he might be a good one, a decent one anyway. Got him on the old square bill. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Got him on the old square bill. Yeah, I know it, buddy. Hang on just a second. I know. I just don't want to get no treble hooks in my hand, but I'm gonna get you. Yep. And you swallowed it pretty good. Yes, you did. Let's get a weight on this bad boy. And we are set on kilograms. Don't know how that happened, but